Imagine this. The most powerful man in the Roman Empire, a man surrounded by unimaginable wealth, glory, and influence, sits quietly by candlelight. In the solitude of his chamber he writes, not about conquests or politics, but about virtue, humility, and the struggles of being human. That man was Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor whose philosophical reflections would go on to inspire people for nearly 2,000 years. Marcus Aurelius is often called the Philosopher King, and for good reason. While leading an empire, he spent his private moments grappling with questions of duty, meaning, and morality. His writings, compiled in a work now known as Meditations, weren't written for the world to read. They were notes to himself, a personal guide to becoming a better person amidst the chaos of life. Yet those same words have become a roadmap for countless others searching for clarity in their own lives. So, what can this ancient Roman ruler teach us in the modern day? Let's explore just a few of the key lessons from Meditations. Lessons that are as relevant now as they were when Marcus Aurelius first penned them nearly 2 millennia ago. One of Marcus Aurelius's central messages is simple yet profound. You can't control what happens to you, you can only control how you respond. Think about that for a second. Life throws curveballs, stress at work, arguments with loved ones, the unpredictability of the world around us. But Marcus reminds us that while external events are beyond our power, our thoughts, actions, and emotions are entirely within our control. He wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This teaching encourages us to look inward. For instance, imagine you're stuck in traffic, running late for an important meeting. You could stress over it, honking your horn and cursing under your breath. Or you could accept the situation. Focus your energy on preparing your thoughts for the meeting and let go of the frustration. That's what Marcus is asking us to strive for. Peace of mind through inner discipline. Another powerful teaching from Marcus Aurelius is his focus on living in the present. How often do we get lost in regrets about the past or anxieties about the future? Marcus urges us to center ourselves in the now. He wrote, "Confine yourself to the present. Each day provides its own gifts, but you have to be open to them." Think about how much joy and opportunity we miss because we're too distracted to notice what's right in front of us. Whether it's a meaningful conversation with a friend, the warmth of the sun on your face, or the quiet moments in between the chaos, Marcus urges us to embrace the present moment fully. Take a moment to pause, breathe deeply, and feel gratitude for where you are right now. You might be surprised by how much beauty you find in the here and now. Marcus Aurelius also places a strong emphasis on humility and service. Despite being emperor, he constantly reminded himself that he was just a small piece of a much larger universe. He wrote, "Do every act of your life as though it were the very last act of your life." For him, this meant carrying out his duties with integrity, kindness, and a focus on the greater good. Imagine if we all approached our daily lives this way. What if we treated mundane tasks, answering emails, running errands, helping a neighbor, with the same care and purpose as we would give to our final moments? Marcus teaches us that life isn't about grand titles or achievements. It's about the small, meaningful choices we make each day to live with honor and decency. Perhaps one of the most comforting lessons in Meditations is Marcus's perspective on impermanence. He reminds us that everything in life, joy, sorrow, success, failure, is fleeting. "All things fade into the storied past," he wrote. While that might sound somber at first, it's actually liberating. It means that no matter how overwhelming a problem feels today, it will pass. And it also means we should savor the good moments while they last, knowing they too are temporary. Picture a moment when you were stressed beyond belief. Maybe you were facing a difficult decision or grieving a loss. Reflect on how, with time, that emotional weight eased. Marcus reminds us that life is ever-changing, and in that impermanence, we can find hope and resilience. Finally, Marcus Aurelius challenges us to examine what truly matters. Success? Wealth? Recognition? These, he argues, are fleeting and superficial. Instead, Marcus asserts that a virtuous life, a life of courage, justice, wisdom, and moderation, is the ultimate goal. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts, he wrote.
Marcus teaches us to pursue inner richness over outward success and to lead a life that aligns with our deepest values.
So, how do we take all these ancient lessons and apply them in the 21st century? Start small. When faced with adversity, ask yourself, what's within my control? When your mind wanders to the past or the future, gently bring it back to the present. Approach your daily actions with purpose and gratitude. And when things feel overwhelming, remind yourself that this too shall pass. So, how do we take all these ancient lessons and apply them in the 21st century? Start small. When faced with adversity, ask yourself, what's within my control? When your mind wanders to the past or the future, gently bring it back to the present. Approach your daily actions with purpose and gratitude. And when things feel overwhelming, remind yourself that this too shall pass. Marcus Aurelius was not perfect. He wrestled with fear, doubt, and anger, just like the rest of us. But through his meditations, he showed that wisdom isn't about achieving perfection, it's about striving for progress. His words resonate because they acknowledge the challenges of being human while offering a path to become better. So, tonight, as the world quiets down and your day comes to an end, maybe light a candle, open a journal, and reflect. Ask yourself, what can I do tomorrow to live a little more like Marcus Aurelius? The answers, as Marcus himself might say, are already within you.